favorite ways to start my day is to look at the transits and to tell a story to create my day in alignment with the transits. And so when we look at the transits today and we look at my particular human design graph, we see that, as always, my spleen and my will center are defined, are who I am. And my identity center is defined as well and has been defined for a little while now with the transits 2551 with Neptune being in gate 25 and the North Node being in gate 51. This is initiating a new identity because the G Center is all about identity and what it is that we want to attract into our lives. And so I really feel that this period that we went through in April with the solar eclipses were really allowing us to initiate into a new identity. And so today with the sun in gate 24, it asks us to be in the silence. And what this means is when we move from the mind, we tend to move in patterns. And some of these patterns become addictive. And I'm not talking drugs or anything, but I'm talking about grooves on a road when you continue driving that same road over and over and over again. How do you start your mornings? What are your first thoughts in the beginning of your day? And how can you stretch that silence so something new comes in? So you create your day from a new vibration and you start driving on different tracks, creating new neural pathways within your mind, your body, and your soul, and letting those old tracks turn back into dust because they no longer serve you. You're no longer going on that road anymore. With the gate 44 as our earth, it's a reminder of our past. And sometimes there can be fears of our past coming back to bite us in the ass again. And so, what are those patterns of the past that no longer serve you, that no longer are you? Because we are initiating into a new identity. Who are you now? And how can you create your day from that vibration of who am I now? We have the North Node initiating us. And once again, the South Node looking to the future, as to what were my childhood thoughts that I thought the future would be, and who am I because of those thoughts that I had as a child and as a young adult and into adulthood. How did those change? How did they move? And how can I come back to my intuition, back to my dream of what it is from my childhood wonder? What is it that I really want to experience in this life? The moon is in gate 10 in Capricorn, which is grounding us through commitment, through what is it that I am willing to do over and over and over again to cement in the new identity that I am creating. Mercury is in gate 51, once again, that initiating force of bringing, thy will, aligning thy will with our identity. And so we may be thinking about this a little bit more, communicating about this a little bit more, while the Mercury is somewhat conjunct the North Node, our destiny. Are you initiating into your destiny? We see that Venus is in gate 3, and this is all about, once again, that inventiveness of initiation. of innovation, right? What is it that I am changing? What am I innovating? How am I taking the patterns of the old? How am I seeing what worked and what didn't? And how am I creating something new? We look at Mars in gate 25, which would be conjunct Neptune, and it's kind of that dreamy energy, right? Mars conjunct Neptune is, how can I dream my life into being? That's what's coming up to me. How can I, in the early morning where it is right now for me, how can I bring those dreams into my reality? And how can I sleepwalk hand in hand with source, with the universe, knowing that the universe has my back? And how can I sleepwalk? How can I dream my life into being? So I find that so beautiful. We see that Jupiter is in gate 23 of transmission, of what insights. And once again, there's this newness feeling, this breaking of the dawn, this newness feeling of, what is it that I am ready to share? What insights am I ready to share? Of course, with the right people, in the right time, in the right circumstance, but with my G center fully lit up, all I have to do is imagine. All I have to do is speak it into form. All I have to do is be that, and allow the right people, the right places, the right time, all the synchronicities and coincidence to come into my space for me to respond to, and then share when I'm invited. Neptune in gate 25, opening up to the love of spirit, and how can I create a relationship with spirit to guide my way, the universe, my higher soul, whatever it is for you? And then Pluto, once again, bringing us into the newness of imagination, the dream. What is it that I'm hungry for? What experiences am I hungry for? What is it that I want to initiate in this newness of my being, of my identity? And so with gate 41, it is this walking your walk and talking your talk and being who it is that you are. You have no idea where it's going to end up, but all you have is the dream. All you have is imagination. All you have is the hunger, and using that as your starting point for the day.